Yo, join the community, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. According to Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte, he claims that they offered him a ridiculous amount of money to go in the ring to face Anthony Joshua. And when I mean ridiculous, I mean a very low amount of money. It wasn't a lot of money. And this pissed off Dillian Whyte because he says that how can he possibly be offered this much money when he's worth more money? He says he was offered less money than when he fought Derek Chisora. Now, I don't know how much he was offered when he fought Derek Chisora because I don't search that up. I didn't search up, I don't search up what Dillian Whyte makes. I don't know what Dillian Whyte makes. But I would think that Dillian Whyte should, because I always thought that Dillian Whyte was a big name in the UK, right? First of all, he beat Joseph Parker. So Joseph Parker is a former champion, right? Dillian Whyte says that he is not a journeyman. So they shouldn't be offering these type of journeyman type of level offers. So, and it's true, he's been fighting guys like he beat a former champion. He put Joseph Parker on his ass twice. Anthony Joshua couldn't do that, right? So he's saying that he wants a proper offer, right? And then he's saying stuff like, they don't really want the fight. I don't think is that they don't really want the fight. Dillian Whyte makes it seem like Anthony Joshua and their team just doesn't really want the fight. They don't really want the fight. And this is why they're offering him such a, shitty amount of money to face him. I don't think they're afraid, in other words, trying to say like they're afraid of him. Like, why would he? Dillian Whyte, you fought Anthony Joshua 4 years ago, right? He wasn't afraid of you back then. So why would he be afraid of you now? Right? That time you were undefeated. That time you were considered a big puncher as well. He still fought you, right? And he still beat you, right? So why would Anthony Joshua be afraid of fighting Dillian Whyte? Why would Eddie Hearn be afraid of putting Dillian Whyte in there against Anthony Joshua? He wasn't afraid to put Dillian Whyte in there against Anthony Joshua in the first fight. So why would he be afraid now? I believe that Eddie Hearn believes that his boy, Joshua, can beat his other boy, Dillian Whyte. I know they're both, promoted by Eddie Hearn, but at the end of the day, I think it's pretty obvious that Eddie Hearn prefers Joshua over Dillian Whyte. And it makes sense. He's the cash cow, Joshua, right? He's the one with all the belts. Of course he's going to, prefer him over him. But this is, so again, I don't get no indication that their team's afraid of him. But when it comes to the offer, again, I don't know how much he's offering Dillian Whyte, but I would think that they would show Dillian Whyte some more respect and give him a better offer if it's true that his claims are true, that they're giving him a shitty offer because of the fact that he's been putting in so much work. He says he's been fighting title eliminators after title eliminators. He beat a lot of quality opponents, right? He hasn't lost a fight in 4 years, right? And he's a big draw. Like I always felt, I'm not from the UK, people, but I always felt that Dillian Whyte was a big name in the UK because every time he fights, like the crowd goes crazy. Like people know who he is. When I make videos talking to him, people know who he is. I see people, talking about him on social media a lot. People know who Dillian Whyte is. Now I don't know how, if he's as big as Tyson Fury over there. He's definitely not as big as Anthony Joshua, but I know that people know who he is, right? Because people knew who Derek Chisora is, and so people damn well know who Dillian Whyte is, because he knocked his ass out. But yeah, maybe this is a blocking thing, again, I always got the impression that Anthony Joshua was going to face Dillian Whyte April 13th, but if Dillian Whyte keeps complaining about the offers, and he's not happy with the offers, then maybe he's going to turn it down. Maybe Dillian Whyte will say, I'm not fighting Anthony Joshua unless you give me a proper offer that is worth my time taking and training for this Joshua fight, right? And maybe Eddie Hearn says, no, you're going to take this offer or nothing. And maybe Dillian Whyte might say, then forget it. I'm not going to face Anthony Joshua. Fuck that. I'm not going to face him. I deserve more money. But you know how I feel about these situations. I think if you're a fighter, you should just say, and they're telling you to give you this amount of money to face a world champion, you should just take it. Who cares? Because if you're confident that you could beat the fighter, then if you beat him, if you go in there and you beat him, even if you get a not a big purse that you wanted, not the big purse that you wanted, even if it's a average purse, if you beat him, then you're the A side. Then in the rematch, you're gonna get quadruple of that. You will always get more money if you beat the cash cow, right? If you get a little percent of money, and then you beat the cash cow in the rematch, you're gonna get way more money because you upsetted him, right? Look at MMA. Khabib dude got like 3 million when he fought Conor McGregor, and then he beat him. And you want to know how much they're offering him to face Conor McGregor in the rematch? 15 million. So before he fought Conor McGregor, he just got 3 million. After he beat Conor McGregor, because Conor McGregor was such the big favorite, look at how much money he got. He got offered, no, he didn't get, but he got offered 15 million, 3 times more than what he got offered in the first fight because he beat him, right? So when you beat the cash cow, you always get more money. That's why I always say Deontay Wilder needs to just take and accept any offer that Eddie Hearn is offering him, because if he's confident that he could beat Anthony Joshua when he beats him, then he knows in the rematch, because there's probably going to be a rematch clause in the rematch, he'll get paid way more because now he's the A side. He got the titles. He's undisputed. People know who he is now, right? He was on pay-per-view and he fought in front of 90,000 people at Wembley. So that's why I feel the same way for Dillian Whyte. He should just accept it if he feels that he could beat him. But Dillian Whyte feels that he deserves more money, basically. Okay? So he doesn't like, again, I don't know how much Dillian Whyte gets paid. I don't know. I would think it would be decent. He seems like a type of fighter that maybe gets paid like, 500,000 per fight. That's how I look at it. I don't think he's no millionaire type of fighter. I don't think he gets paid that type of money, but he looks like a type of fighter who gets that type of money. Just where like in the level he's at. I feel like he's in that type of level where he gets that type of money, like 500 grand per fight. I might be totally wrong. Maybe he gets paid 100,000 per fight. Maybe he gets paid 50,000 per fight. Or who knows? Maybe I'm even wronger than that. Maybe he gets paid 1 million per fight. I don't know. I don't know his purses. But listen, Eddie Hearn, pay the man what he's asking for. Pay the man what he's asking for, and let's make the fight happen. Anyway, guys, stuff to say. Thanks for watching, and hit the subscribe button. Bye-bye.